So let's take a look at a possible application of using worksheets within a workbook in the form of the tabs as we've demonstrated earlier. So let's say we're working in the expense template, and as you can see, I've added 2 weeks worth of data. And let's say we wanted to take the next week and go ahead and add that data. I can add a new worksheet by hitting the plus button. And we want to copy over the format, so we'll go back to this sheet, and I can select the whole sheet by clicking up here, and I could copy it, or I'll show you another way. If I click this top left cell and I hit Control-Shift-End, it'll select all the data on that worksheet. I'll copy that into the clipboard by right-clicking, hitting Copy. I'll move to my new sheet, and I'll go ahead and paste that. And we'll discuss what these messages are later. And you can see that all my data comes across. That's several steps, and to tell you the truth, there is a much easier way to do that, so why don't I go ahead and show you that now. We'll go ahead and delete this sheet, and also this time we're going to remember to rename it. So I'll take this sheet, I'll go ahead and right-click on it, I'll select Move or Copy, and you'll notice that I can control where it's going to occur within the whole set of worksheets, and the fact that I'm going to create a copy. So it's going to create a copy of the active worksheet and place it at the end. Now I'll rename this accordingly. And if we add 7 days, we come to 26. Okay, that's 1 week later, and we have all our data. All the formatting got copied over as well, which was a little bit better than the other approach. And it's just a lot easier that way. Now, let's say we have somebody who submitted us additional data in the form of a text file. Perhaps you're familiar with a comma-separated values file, or a CSV file. What I've done is gone ahead and opened one of these up in another instance of Excel. So I hit Alt-Tab and I switch over, and you can see the data here. Now let's say I could go ahead and copy this by selecting it and then copying it. But the functionality of move or copy actually extends into across workbooks. I can move or copy. I can select my other workbook that I'm working in, and I can create a copy of the data and move it to the end. And now you can see that data is moved across to my other workbook, as you can see the additional tabs here. And I can go ahead and rename this Expenses. And let's say I didn't want it there. I could go ahead and drag and position it in the beginning. We'll go ahead and put it back at the end for now. And now let's say, additionally, that we want to track which one of our expense reports have been okayed, which ones have been submitted, which ones are being worked on. And you'll notice that you can actually color code as well. So let's say we'll say green means it's been submitted and it's returned okay, so we'll leave that one alone. We'll go to this next week and we'll say ones that have been submitted but not returned to us, we'll set it in yellow. And ones that have yet to be submitted, we can set at red. So now I have a quick way of color coding and recognizing what the state of my various sheets are as well. So we can see there's a lot of power in working with worksheets. It's very easy to manipulate them, and we can import data very quickly and copy worksheets very easily. So why don't you go ahead and explore some of that?